Hi everyone! As we adjust to remote and hybrid campus life, we want to welcome you to the start of a new semester. The landscape of internships is constantly changing, so please consult the Center for Career and Professional Development and the Academic Internship Guide for the most up-to-date information on internships and guidelines for safe internships moving forward. Welcome to the internship orientation. My name is Mackenzie Adriance, and I'm the Assistant Director of Career Counseling and Experiential Learning in the Center for Career and Professional Development at Pratt Institute. You're watching this video in order to find out more information about internships. This orientation is a prerequisite for pursuing an internship for credit. You only have to do this one time and then take a mandatory quiz at the end of this information that will assess how much you've learned. You have to score at least an 80% on the quiz to pass. If you score less than an 80%, then you'll be required to visit the CCPD or to reach out to me to clarify some of the areas of confusion. Some of you may be unsure if you even want to pursue an internship for credit. Thankfully, this video will cover more than just that. We'll also go over how to find an internship, specific guidelines for our international students, and what it means to be a professional in the workplace. We'll also touch on some legal information and safety guidelines. So what is an internship? An internship is a temporary position with an employer that emphasizes education and training related to a student's professional pursuits or major of study. It's an opportunity to explore an industry of interest and develop a professional network before graduation. Internships integrate knowledge and theory with practical application and skill development in a professional setting. We want you to pursue an internship that'll give you a chance to develop and grow your professional skills and explore future career options. We want you to work with professionals in your field of interest and to have supervisors that can teach you things. Internships for credit at Pratt count as a studio elective for all majors except for fashion and writing. There are a few outlier programs that do not run through this internship program, including the School of Information, where students complete a practicum, Art and Design Education, where students complete student teaching, and Advanced Creative Dance Therapy, where students complete clinical experiences. All of these programs are listed under Frequently Asked Questions in the Academic Internship Guide. If you're pursuing an internship for credit at Pratt, there are a few things you can expect. Your internship will include an academic course that spans across a semester. This course will include reflective assignments and sometimes projects, and will likely require you to meet with your faculty member sporadically, either one-on-one or with classmates. However, most of your work will be done at the internship site. There will be surveys you'll be expected to fill out that outline information about your internship, your supervisor, and your experiences during your time in the internship. There will also be one survey that your internship supervisor will fill out. So maybe an internship for credit sounds interesting. How do you go about registering? The first part of the actual registration process is watching the orientation video, and you're doing that now. After watching the orientation and passing the quiz with an 80% or higher, you need to contact your department for approval. Take a look at the last few pages in the Academic Internship Guide, linked below this presentation. You'll notice that there is a department contract for registration approval, and that's who you'll reach out to for permission for registration. There are departments that will only allow you to register for an internship for credit as a junior or senior. We want to make sure that you're equipped with the foundational skills, theories, and information that will lead to a successful internship experience. It's always good to check with your department contact if you're a first or second year student to make sure you're complying with your department. We encourage you to plan your internships a semester ahead of time, or two if you're looking to intern abroad. One thing to remember is that internships for credit, since they are a college course, come at a cost, and students pay standard tuition for internship courses. There are typically 3 options, although it may depend on your department, for credits. a 1, a 2, or a 3 internship credit hour course. The credits are based on minimum hours worked during the semester. 120 hours at the internship site will equal 1 credit, 180 hours will equal 2 credits, and 240 hours will equal 3 credits. Once again, all of this information can be found in the academic internship guide. There is also a 0 credit course that is an option available to students only during the summer term. Students are required to work 80 hours during the summer semester, and tuition for the 0 credit course is 30% of the cost of 1 academic credit. In most cases, it's graded pass-fail. Your faculty member is the best person to answer this question, and it should be listed on the course syllabus for each class. Keep in mind, Pratt doesn't offer retroactive registration for any internship, meaning internships for credit need to be completed during the semester you're enrolled in the internship course. The next slide of information is specifically for our international students. As an international student, you cannot intern, work, or volunteer off campus without curricular practical training. Before you have these experiences, you'll need to be authorized for curricular practical training, also known as CPT. This is similar to OPT, which is the year you get post-graduation, except for this is while you study at Pratt. The page marked for international students only in the academic internship guide gives all of the information you'll need, including all of the documents and requirements to be authorized for CPT. You'll need to know this information not only for future internships, but also to pass the quiz on this video. While enrolled as a student, you can work a total of 20 hours weekly during the fall and spring semester between however many positions you hold, whether through on-campus employment or multiple employers on CPT. Students should have a 3.0 GPA to pursue an internship. If you don't have a 3.0, you'll need to have a discussion with your department contact for registration approval. During the summer semester, you may be authorized to work up to 40 hours per week, but we encourage each student to check in with the Office of International Affairs for new regulations, restrictions, and updates to legislation. Here are some tips on how to find an internship. Begin by talking to people, faculty in your department, your peers, family, and friends. Search internship listings on Pratt Pro, which is student.prattpro.com, the resources and recommended search sites through the Center for Career and Professional Development. Schedule an appointment with an advisor at the CCPD to receive one-on-one advice tailored to your professional goals and interests. Conduct your own independent research. Visit websites for companies you want to work for and check their career and internship pages. Create a solid resume and cover letter. Your resume to reflect your internship search and tailor your cover letter to each job. Remember, this is your opportunity to make an impression and to convince an employer to bring you in for an interview. Make sure your resume is presentable, relevant to the job, and free of grammatical errors. The CCPD can also help you with this. Read through job descriptions carefully and only apply to internships that you believe you'd be a good fit based on your skills, your experience, education, and interests. And consider scheduling a practice interview with the CCPD before going in for your actual interview. This can be helpful in recognizing your strengths and areas of growth and ensure that you're asking questions during the interview. Of course, always remember to send a thank you email or handwritten note after the interview. Depending on your industry, there may not be paid opportunities available. Decide what works best for you and ask yourself, am I able to work an unpaid internship? Pratt doesn't have a specific stance on paid versus unpaid internships, but will encourage you to consistently check in with yourself and make sure you're being treated fairly, professionally, and that you're working toward your professional goals. Organizations and companies who hire interns enrolled in an internship course sometimes ask for a proof of enrollment or proof of credit. This is an official document that states the student, you, is eligible and enrolled in Pratt or in the internship course. Only the CCPD can provide this document, and take a look in the academic internship guide for more information. As an intern, you're expected to perform in a professional manner consistent with organizational norms. Be punctual. If you're going to be late or miss a day, notify your supervisor in advance and arrange to make up the time. If you're perceived as being unreliable, it may affect your evaluation and the importance of the work you're assigned. Dress appropriately to the standards of the setting. Express a positive attitude and a desire to learn. Take initiative. Get the most out of your internship by tackling new challenges and learning opportunities. However, be careful not to overcommit. Meet your deadlines. If a proposed timeline seems unrealistic to you, discuss it right away with your supervisor. Don't wait until the last minute and let them down. You're not expected to be friends with everyone at your internship, but be respectful of coworkers and clients of your organization. Discuss problems as soon as they arise. Most issues can be worked out through simple communication, so address the problem quickly and directly with your coworkers or your supervisor. If you need help, do not hesitate to consult the CCPD or your department contact for guidance and support. Beyond the primary role of being an intern exists a wealth of opportunity to learn about functioning in the workplace, which is an absolute necessity of a successful career. Many students find the most valuable lessons in an internship lie in exploring and navigating organizational dynamics, both positive and negative. This is why even internships in organizations in transition or under stress can be quite informative. Pay attention to things that contribute to a healthy, functional organization and things that are detrimental and undermine its operation, including supervisory style, politics in the work setting, observe, don't participate, professional boundaries, and communication styles. Continually assess what you're learning about your own personality and work style. There is some important information you need to know as an intern when it comes to personal safety. Interns are covered under the state human rights law. Visit the NYC Human Rights page linked under the video for more information. These guidelines relate to discrimination or harassment in the workplace, including toxic work environments. If you're in this type of situation, know that our office is here to help. Get in touch with us and speak up immediately. Whether you choose to do an internship for credit or not, we want this to be a high-quality experience. Another resource linked below is the U.S. Department of Labor. There is specific criteria an employer needs to follow to hire you as an unpaid intern. As we said previously, it's okay to work for free and it's okay to not work for free. Each internship is different for each person. So consider what you're getting out of an internship before you begin. Preparation and safety are our priority for you at your internship, academically, professionally, as well as physically. So please take time to review Active Shooter Safety Guidelines published by READY, a national public service campaign, which is also linked below. You've completed the video portion of the internship orientation. Your next steps are listed on this slide. Clarify any questions you might have by reading through the academic internship guide linked below. When you feel confident with the information, complete the appropriate quiz. There are 2 quizzes listed, one specifically for international students and one for domestic students, meaning U.S. citizens or lawful permanent residents. The reason why we differentiate between these 2 categories is that our international students have specific guidelines when it comes to internships. We want to make sure that all of this is understood and these guidelines are followed. Please note that if you receive below an 80% on the quiz, please reach out to me directly. My name is Mackenzie Adriance at madrianc@pratt.edu. This information is also listed on the first page of the quiz. We hope that this video has been informative and helpful in determining whether an internship for credit is right for you during your time at Pratt. If we can answer any questions, we hope you feel encouraged to reach out to the CCPD or the OIA anytime.